Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jeff. Okay, I wanted to take a little bit more time to just kind of talk to you about why Wall Street's selling off today and what it means for housing, and basically share with you my opinion on this market, how to navigate it, both as a buyer and a seller, and maybe just give you a little bit of breathing room on what's happening and why. Okay, now I posted a short video on my Instagram page. Check that out at Urban Condo Spaces. I should say Instagram channel, whatever. Okay, where do we start? The market. So the reason why Wall Street was selling off so badly today is the CPI index came out. And as you'll see in my other video, the CPI index is basically a measure that the Fed uses. It's kind of their benchmark measure on looking at a basket of goods and the price change within that basket of goods. So in that basket, you would see transportation, housing, food, energy. The long and the short of it is they use it to gauge on if we're in a period of inflation, deflation, what have you, and it allows them to make adjustments accordingly. When rates go up, and when rates are expected to be up for longer, you'll see Wall Street or you'll see stocks sell off, right? So you'll see people rotating out of tech, and you'll see them rotating into things like utilities and energy and in some cases bonds, right? Because you're able to make a bit more money than as those rates rise, guaranteed over a period of time versus growth stocks, as an example. So how does this affect housing? Well, basically, you're going to see rates move up and move up pretty quickly, okay? As we're talking today, my belief is that rates will probably, if they're not already over 6, they will be, and that's going to continue to move up higher. The Fed is likely going to react with either a 75 basis point hike or a full percentage hike next week. And we expect that now, and that's baked into a lot of the pricing that you're seeing quickly happen today. Rates go up. What does it do? It destroys demand. Okay, so the demand for housing and the price instability in housing, okay, that the Fed wanted to pull back. When you had such record highs, home sale prices, rents. One of the ways that the Fed can fight that is by raising interest rates, okay, which increases your cost of capital. And then inherently that affects demand. So as an example, you may have a friend or family or whoever that bought a house here recently in the last couple of years. Well, they locked in at 2.75 or 3%. Well, one of the reasons why they wouldn't go out and buy something new now is that they're going to be paying 6% or maybe 6.5%. So in one way, it just kind of forces their hand to stay where they are. It also increases the monthly payment, okay, for that particular house if you were to go buy something new. And so that also destructs demand, right, and alters demand. Less demand increases supply. The increase in supply of housing then therefore reduces pricing because people are having to compete for the same buying pool, which is reduced. So they lower their prices to incentivize purchasing. So look, this is a lot, and it's a lot of data, and for some of you guys, it's probably boring. But the reason why I share this stuff is that I'm passionate about it. I know that it affects the people that I work with. And quite frankly, these are things that you need to be aware of if you're going to be out there in the market. Now, some of you ask me, well, is now the right time to buy? Well, look, real estate is kind of funny because just 6-8 months ago, for a house in Kirkland, Washington, which is where I live, Kirkland, Bellevue, you may have had to spend $400,000 to $600,000 above the asking price of that house in order to get it. Okay, so during that time, there were a whole bunch of people that were buying, and no one was really questioning whether or not it was the right time to buy. So fast forward 6 to 8 months later, we're in a time where inventory is building, buyers can negotiate the price of a home, they can have an inspection, they can take their time closing, and these are all things that you couldn't do 6 8 months ago. But there's more people on the sideline. There's more people concerned about where the market is and what's going to happen and if we're going to have a recession. My belief on it is this: if you are of the belief that buying a house is going to benefit yourself, your family, having a bigger yard for your dog, whatever it may be, then now's a great time to buy a house, okay? You might not time it perfectly, but you never do. You can never time real estate perfectly because the perfect time to sell is often an awful time to buy. And a perfect time to buy is an awful time to sell, right? So it's this kind of circular thing where it's just not very easy to time. My belief is that good quality housing in a good location, in a great neighborhood, good schools, there will always be appreciation for a home like that. Now, it might not happen at a very specified rate or a high rate of return every year, but over time it will, right? So you have to think of this as a long-term investment. If you're in housing just to live somewhere for a year, it might not be the right time to be looking. But if you're into housing to provide a safe place for your family, have a roof over your head, or just yourself, you don't have to have a family, then I'd say do it, right? And don't worry about timing it. Focus on the community that you're in, the location of the house. Have a good broker that can help you understand the dynamics of what it means to buy a good quality house in a good quality neighborhood. And then do it. Don't worry about it. So as Wall Street sells off, and today is just going to be something that we'll talk about for at least a couple days. The market is pretty spooked. Just know that it's temporary, okay? So there's going to be a time where your portfolio, your 401k is doing much better than it is right now. This is only a moment in time. I'm here to help you. I want to add as much value to your life as I can. Obviously, I've been doing real estate for a long time. It's 18 years for me. I do condos, I do luxury, I help people buy in small homes, big homes, all the above. If you have any questions specifically around what's going on in the market and how I can help, I'm here for you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the channel. If you do me a favor, hit the like button for me or subscribe or all the above. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. See ya.